How the hell are you going to attract love if you don't love yourself? And it's stupidly simple. But a lot of you guys, when you think about attracting love, you're thinking about, ways of doing it. Like, is it online dating? Is it, do I go out to the bars? I get a lot of these questions about, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? And I always say, what you need to start with is clearing out your past. Because, too many people are trying to move into relationships with so much shit from their past. Let's keep it simple, shall we? Let's call it out for what it is. And a lot of you guys are just wanting love because you don't want to be alone. I'm alone. I don't like this feeling. You're trying to get out of it instead of going through it. So you got to go through the process of getting rid of the past relationship garbage, the past insecurities that are unresolved. Because you'll get to a point, because usually what happens is you keep just manifesting and attracting the same repetition of the same relationships, the same bastards, the same fools. You'll just keep manifesting because it's just a reflection that you haven't evolved. You haven't allowed yourself to set the boundaries or allow yourself to understand the value that you possess that you need in return. So you keep carrying that. So you keep repeating the same thing. And so a lot of times what happens is people get so frustrated about having the same experiences, they then stop. They no longer attract it because they realize, I don't want that. I don't want that imbalance. I don't want the liar. I don't want the cheater. I don't want the narcissist. I don't want the selfish prick. We just say we don't want it. Okay, then we stop attracting that. But the issue is then we don't realize what we need and what we are on the soul level as a person, as a being. We don't do that process. So then when people say stuck, I'm not attracting anything. I don't know, I'm just not meeting anybody. I don't know what I'm doing everything. And then they start falling into this victim mentality of the universe is punishing me. Which, I mean, come on. It's like saying gravity's punishing you because you can't fly. No. Well, the problem is when you don't make the realization of direction. You know what you don't want. You know what you don't want in those relationships. What do you really deserve? What does compatibility mean for you? Right? If you've been dating and meeting so many needy individuals that just suck from you, why are you giving so much? Maybe you should stop giving so much and allow yourself to start receiving and imagining what would it look like if someone's loving me. I guarantee you, a lot of you guys who are having relationship issues are always, if you think about love, you're always thinking about loving the other person. You're always imagining and seeing in your eyes you loving them. You need to start flipping that perspective and start realizing what it's like to be loved and visualizing what it's like to be loved, and flipping that and understanding the receptivity of being loved. Guess what? Then that's the flow, ebb and flow of connection, of attracting love. Because what the hell does that even mean, attracting love? What do you even mean by that? A lot of you guys mean a life partner, a romantic partner, which involves intimacy, right? An intimate connection. So what does that mean for you, intimate connection too? Define these things. And so many people were so hung up over sexual activity, but they want a lover, but then they don't attract a lover because they're so insecure with sexual and intimacy. Or they push that away. These are things that you have to realize. It's not so much about learning how to attract love. It's learning and understanding what is getting in the way of you from attracting love. What is repressing you from attracting love. That's the key. Because once you get rid of that crap, you'll start attracting love naturally. You wouldn't have to try anything. You'd walk in a room, they spot you out. I've been on both sides of the spectrum to understand this through my life of learning. I've been to both sides. People is attracted to me and what the hell's going on, and also then not having that attraction. So I've learned both aspects and sides of that. So attracting love is as simple as understanding what's preventing you from loving, and usually that is preventing you from preventing you from loving yourself, and spending the time on things that is also stripping you of that love and that imbalance. So remember, it's not about where do you got to go, what do you got to do. It's about releasing the past, understanding what compatibility really means for you, and owning the fuck out of it. Owning it. A lot of you guys don't own that dynamic in your life. A lot of you guys are contradicting yourselves. If you really look deep down inside, you'll contradict yourself and realize that, I want all these things, but I'm scared of letting somebody in my space. Ding, ding, ding. Well, that's why it's not coming in. Do that inner work. And that inner work doesn't mean you have to finish that inner work to then meet somebody. Just as long as you're on track of doing that inner work, releasing and allowing yourself to be loved and to love yourself and understanding what that really means. Again, partners will be attracted to you like white on rice. And yes, I just said that. White on rice. At least I didn't say flies on shit. Because that would have been a worse analogy. So attracting love is actually a natural essence. It's a result of loving yourself and knowing your value. That simple. There's no other formula. There's no other mental gymnastics you have to do to understand how to attract love. It's as simple as knowing yourself, knowing your value, and understanding the love that you have and deserve within. It is that fucking simple. Stop making it difficult. Stop trying to find this formula and hieroglyphics and all these, to-do lists and all these books and everything of that nature to figure out what am I doing wrong? How to attract to me? Understanding this person. No. Because when you're in flow and you attract the person that's like you don't have to think about anything. You don't have to try to understand anything. You just continue with a person that's on the same parallel as you, and you can grow together and make the same realizations. And as long as you have the I would say conscious and intention of wanting to just learn more about yourself and allow yourself to grow, bam, it's that simple. And I know because I dabbled with both, and that's the magic. That's the magic. And people always say to me that people are always attracted to me, and always, and it's an air about me. You know why? Because I've always focused on bettering myself. I've always focused on enriching my life. Period. Done deal. End of story. You guys do that. Again, you'll realize, even if you just start saying, what, I'm going to love myself, I'm going to put more time to myself, watch what happens that week. It can happen in a week. Watch what happens. But again, attracting love is a result of self-love. Attracting love is a result of knowing your self-worth and knowing what you actually are compatible with and what you're not compatible with, and owning it and cherishing that and valuing that. That's how you attract love, and being excited about nurturing yourself, and being excited about preserving yourself, and being excited about expanding yourself and evolving the self. That is a formula to attracting love, and that can happen simplistically. You ever notice when you're in a relationship and you break up, all of a sudden people are just like attracted to you when you break up with somebody, and all of a sudden they just start coming around you when you break up with out of a relationship? That's because you're in the mindset of, I'm focusing on me right now. I want to better myself and get over this relationship. People are attracted to that. When you're focusing on empowering yourself, people love that energy, which is why people throw themselves at celebrities, because celebrities are doing their own thing. They're accomplishing their own goals, so people are all enamored by that. They want that energy. That's the secret. That's how you attract love. All right?